And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. And today, as you can see from the opening, we are doing we're not doing Star Wars. No, we're doing Lord of the Rings Online. Okay, I'll get in the right universe eventually. So, I hope everyone is doing well today. We are currently in the Lone Lands. We're on the Peregrin Server today. And, we are working on questing, deeding, and exploring here in the Lone Lands. So I went ahead and moved us out here since I was out doing some stuff in Bree, and I'm ready to get started. I don't know about you guys. Now I have a bunch of quests out here, so let me go ahead and remove that one. I need to head to the Forsaken Inn. I need to defeat War Master Uzor and acquire his orders. I need to find Canadeith's bow. And that's Canadeith right there. He's one of the rangers that I'm working with trying to find Radagast right now. And I also need to collect some battered lock boxes. So then we're going to start working with Canadeith, trying to find his bow. Now that's going to be up here to the northwest of my position, just on the other side of this river in the Midgewater Pass. So that's where we're going to head first. Oh, let me go ahead and get myself powered up here, because there's going to be a whole bunch of enemies coming up. So I hope everyone's doing well today. I'm also starting to kill orcs. I'm working on my enmity of the orcs. And of course, there's an orc deed. And the other nice thing is every orc I kill gives me reputation with the Eglain, which are the people of the Lone Lands. Let me go ahead and turn my sound down just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, that's not where I need to go. We need to go farther. We'll hop on my horse. But factioning, as I mentioned, is very important. Now, there are lots of ways you can get faction. We just happen to be very fortunate in this zone that you can actually do it. You can gain some faction just by killing mobs. You normally can't do that in most zones in Lord of the Rings Online. You actually have to complete quests, do tasks at task boards in order to gain faction. So you need to keep that in mind if you're working on faction. And there's always benefits to working on faction too. Faction can get you mount discounts, can get you purchasing discounts from vendors. You get lots of benefits from faction, or getting a good faction with people. Ouch, that hurt. And since I also have a deed for Crebain, we're just taking a few of those out on the way too. And actually, I should be... No, I don't want to equip anything yet. We're okay right now, so I'm not going to worry about equipping. I need to find where... Oh, geez, I'm like nowhere near where I need to go. That's wonderful. I thought I was going the right way all this time. Alright, so let's mount up on my horse. And let's see if I can head in the correct direction for a change. We'll bypass things. We'll try to get to where I need to go so I can rescue Candace's bow. There we go, that's the right way. Problem is, hopefully it's not going to kill me to get there. There we go, now I think we're heading in the correct direction. Check my map one more time. Yep, there we go. There we go, that's where I need to go. There's an orc camp up here, so I can work on not only getting my anonymity of the orcs, but I can also work on trying to find Candace's bow and those lockboxes too. Alert white hands. Let's see how well we do. Looks like we can do pretty good. And there's one of the lock boxes I need to find right there. So that's a good start. I should probably be getting experience here. Let's go ahead and start getting some experience. I've been resisting because I'm trying to get the mats that I need to get my level 22 armor, but I don't think I'm anywhere near that area right now, so let's just go ahead and start getting some experience. This area is going to get tough. Ah, I did get Candace's bow, so that's one quest complete. Oh, look at that. There's 3 lock boxes right in a row. We'll go ahead and collect these bad boys. And we'll continue on the way. We're on our way to try to find War Master. Okay, this is going to be fun. Let's drop a trap and let loose of the split. That's the way to do it. And there's another lockbox there. That's number 6. Yeah, these Tarkrip Outriders, okay, that one's not. Some of these Tarkrips that we'll see coming up there are going to be They're going to be much higher. Well, they're not going to be higher level. They'll be elite mobs. So I'll have to be a little bit careful when I start adventuring against those. There's lockbox number 7. And right there, the Orc Letter, Supply Crate, and War Master Uzor right there. I defeated him. And there are his orders that I need to bring to Candeth along with his bow. And the last lockbox. And we'll go and pick up the supply crate because there'll always be good supplies in them. Alright. So we can head back to Candeth now and turn in all these quests. We'll go ahead and ride my horse and go through this area as fast as I can. I could technically drop down, but I think I might hurt myself. Don't think they were expecting me to come this way. Ah. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can peg them both from here. Yes. And we're free and clear. And we're only about 400 meters away from where Candeth is right now, so we're doing good. So we'll have several quests to turn in here. Should give me some Bree and some Eglain rep. We'll start with preparing for the future. That was the one for the lockboxes.
How can I be of service?
Yes, I think these will do nicely. More on that in a short while, but there's much more to do about these orcs before I send you onward to the inhabitants of the lowlands. And next, we'll do the Orc Thieves.
What do you need?
Thank you, my friend. This bow will yet slay many orcs before its time is ended. I thank you for its happy return. And I can take his spare bow, which is a slight increase. But I get a minus 5% on all skill inductions. Which drops that to 1.4 seconds. Let's take a look at it, though. Is it a neat-looking bow? No, it's actually rather plain. I actually like... This is my bow right here. I actually like the look of my bow, so... It's only 0.3 DPS increase, so we'll take the silver salves for now. And I also picked up a Diamond Ring of Might, which is... It's better than the Ring of the Warrior because it doubles the tactical knit. So we'll go ahead and equip it there. And 2 of those, we can get rid of those. I can't wear that because it's heavy armor. Or is it just level? It's level. 9 vitality, 4 agility, and 39 tactical net. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Candaith now. Book 2, Chapter 3. War Master Uzor.
What do you need?
Another letter written in the Black Speech, and its meaning evades me as did that of its fellow. This one, however, bears the mark of the White Hand. I must know what message this letter bears. But this is not a task for you. I finally discovered information on the whereabouts of Radagast, but there is something you should see first. So let's see, a cloak or his armor. His cloak is... We'll grab his cloak, because it's man's armor increase. I'll lose a little vitality and such, but it'll be...
Greetings.
Book 2, Chapter 4, A Light in the Darkness. As I was returning from the lands to the east, the night sky over Weathertop was lit by bright flashes of white light, akin to lightning. Yet no clouds darkened the sky, and of thunder there was no sound. I think an ordinary storm visited among the stool that night. I ask that you search the ruins atop Weathertop and see if there's anything you might find, my friend. If you find anything out of the ordinary, return to me immediately. So we are going to get to go to one of the more classic places in Middle-earth. We are going to go to the top of Weathertop. Now, I do know, I forget which server it is offhand. I know that there is a server that actually does... they actually do they actually do concerts on top of Weathertop once a year. I want to say it's Crick Hollow or Landreval. I'm not sure which. Excuse me. But this is going to be a fight up and a fight back, so I'm probably not going to be going on horseback here. There are mobs most of the way to Weathertop from here. Including some orcs up ahead, too. Well, maybe somebody's already up here and cleared the path, so let's bind on my horse and see how far I can get. Yeah, it looks like somebody's already cleared the path up here, so I'll take advantage of that. Thank you to whoever that was. And here we are at Weathertop. I want to make sure there's no prying eyes before I... Alright, looks like the ways up here is clear. So let's take a look at this rune-covered rock. You take a rubbing of the runes of the rock and put it in your pack. Alright. We'll see how far I can get before I get attacked. Well, that's good. It's kind of nice when you can get a clean run up and down Weathertop. And there we are. So let's bring this rubbing to Kanda and see what he has to say. Here we go.
What can I do for you?
Ah, you have found something? Let me see this rock rubbing you have made. The runes are common, but I do not know what they signify. I'm afraid it does not tell me much of the lightning, but it does tell me something of the source. Likely the same person responsible for sending you to me. Gandalf. Now, this is where, and there'll be some other quests through the course of the game that you can make a choice between doing it solo or doing it in a group. I'm going to choose the solo option because obviously I'm by myself. Retake Weathertop.
How can I be of service?
I have news of Radagast, but I must ask you once again for assistance here. The letter you recovered from Bleakrift speaks of the Orcs' true goals, taking control of Amon Sul. Orc forces are to move toward the crest of Amon Sul under cover of night and will move in a large group, establishing small units along the path of that larger force. We cannot stand against the force when they are assembled, but we can once they are splintered. They wish to establish a base that would allow them an advantage over the entirety of the Lowlands. We must foil their plans. Return to me when you are ready. Together we shall scale Amon Sul and defeat Rigul, their leader, before he can carry out his master's will. Yes. Let's get buffed up here and ready to go. This is going to be a desperate fight. I can already have that feeling. That I've already done it once before. Here we go.
What do you need?
If you are prepared, I will lead the way, but we must be swift, else the orcs may succeed at whatever foul mischief they have planned.
Weathertop, once a watchtower of the Dunedain, now a refuge for orcs. Candaith the Ranger strives to break their foothold in the Weatherhills.
What can I do for you?
We must make haste. We have the leaders of these Uruk-hai cornered like rats upon the slopes of Weathertop. we can defeat them, we may yet break the will of this warband and drive them whimpering to their masters in the south. Be prepared for anything. Their leaders have all gathered on the hill. Wait, let the patrol move out of sight. Ha 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 ha! Bam, bam, bam. This torch may prove useful. Take up the torch. Perhaps we can light a fire to draw the goblins' attention. Use the torch on the wood. We may draw attention and split their force. The road diverges up ahead. We will need to split up. Remember the torches and light the bonfires. This may help you. We need to be swift. These orcs must be driven out of the own lands. We cannot fail here. The path diverges up ahead. I shall follow the trail to the right. You follow the path to the left. If all goes well, we meet again upon the peak of Weathertop. Wait until I pass from sight before you proceed. Remember, we must defeat the leaders of this warband if we are to discourage them. Use the torches you find on the unlit pyres along the path. They may draw the attention of nearby orcs. You come across Bobhosh or Muz. Defeat them. He's going to go up that way, and he wants me to go this way. So the first thing we'll do is we'll grab this torch. And do that. I know, it does kind of feel like cheating, I know. I've completed Enmity of the Orcs Part 1. Oh, I love that. That's so nice. I love split shot. It's one of my favorite abilities. Being able to take out multiple foes like that with just one shot is pretty darn nice. Alright, we'll continue up this way. Let's go ahead and see. Let me get a torch and see if I can draw those orcs out. Nope, torch is too far back, so we'll just go for it. Haha. Area door, Lone Lands Orc Slayer. Oh, Loposh, we need to take him out. Got him. I need to fix my keys. I need to fix my key bindings before I continue on. Let's see, that's a bright campfire, so we'll throw that right there. I've got my guide to Mickle Delving, I don't need that. And I got one of my tracking abilities. That looks good. We can go ahead and grab a torch and light that fire. We should open that gate. Yep. We're going to continue this way, though, because there is another named mob, I think, down here. At least I think. Nope. Okay. And a Warg Slayer deed. There are definitely wargs in the lowlands. Ha ha ha. And there's Throkgoth, and Muzz and his ward. Nice. We'll drop a trap here. I don't think I can take both of them out with one shot. It took a few more than one, but I did get him. All right. Let's go ahead and meet Kandeth up at the top of at the peak of Weathertop. There's Candace there. You have done well, better than I, it appears. Mordecai and orcs nearly bested me and my wounds run deep. But you must not concern yourself with me now. Beyond that gate is the Uruk who leads this force. Pass through the gate and defeat him. We cannot allow these orcs to have a hold in the north. It appears my injuries are worse than I feared. I will open the gate and hold the rear guard. I will remain here to stop the enemy should they decide to flee. Ha! Uh-oh. Ooh, that troll was not happy. Oh crap, I've got to deal with the troll. I did it. Defeated Olog Snaga. Come on, Candace. Hold together, buddy. Let me just make sure there's nothing else up here. So that's what they brought him in. Looks like it's clear. My wounds are grievous, but I shall recover. Come, we shall return to my camp. It is time for us to leave.
What do you need?
Do not concern yourself with the orcs that remain. This far removed from the Southlands, they will dwindle and become only a small danger to the travelers to the Lowlands. But we have won a pivotal battle, my friend. You've earned some rest, I think, for that great threat posed by the orcs is now finished. Now, let me aid you in your endeavor to find Radagast the Brown. Oh, that's a huge increase, but it's fate. I don't really need fate. That's an 11. That's a 3 DPS increase. I'm gonna have to grab it.
How can I be of service?
Book 2, Chapter 6. Protected by the Eglain. I managed to track Radagast south and there met his friends, the Eglain, who make some ruins here in the lowlands their home. They are a solitary and quiet people, having shunned societal obligation for a simple life eked out here. The few that do venture toward the more civilized areas of the world are still different than most you will ever meet. Because of this nature, they are truly wary of anyone who wishes to traffic with them or their allies, and it seems that Radagast has enlisted their aid, not only now, but at some time in the distant past. I fear that you will need to earn the right to speak to Radagast. I have done what I can. My horse will take you south and west to the Forsaken Inn. There, you shall seek an audience with Gadrick Muntz. He will know your name. Be safe.
How can I be of service?
Oh, I can actually get to travel to Esliden once I have book 3 forward fires in the north. That's nice. But we'll go ahead and take his travel to the Forsaken Inn. I actually have 2 other quests that I have to complete there too. So this will be nice. And this is the Forsaken Inn. Doesn't look like much. There's a task board here. There's a milestone. We'll go ahead and mark the milestone. And actually, I think we can go ahead and get rid of Mickle Delving. Yeah, we can get rid of Mickle Delving because I've already got... There we go. Because when I gained my level, I gained automatic passage to Mickle Delving. Let me go through my inventory here real quick. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Let's see, 628, 629. I actually gained a hit point, so we'll take it. Tailor cases, woodworkers, metalsmith, and then we'll go ahead and swap out that hammer. 5, 10, 14, 1, 2, 3. That's all of them. Ba-doop. All right. Constable Bram Ashleaf.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Greetings, young high elf. I'm the constable here at the Forsaken Inn. My body's too old for an adventure, but my mind is young enough to know that there's work to be done around here. Up north, beyond Weathertop, there are wolves and orcs in the Midwater Pass, and boars scattered throughout Amnulos, all causing no end of trouble. I have a bit of a proposition for you. Clear out the threats, and if you bring me proof of your noble deeds, I will see that you get a fair reward. Are you interested? Sure. I'm always willing to help people out. Especially because if you look at the reward... Oh, there's no faction. Okay, I thought there was faction. That's okay. Alright, so let's go on ahead in. The inside of this inn is dark, quiet, and unwelcoming. It is kind of crowded, though. I'll give them credit for that. Oh, and there's Bingo Boffin, too, so we'll go ahead and talk to him. But first we'll start off with the main storyline quest. Book 2, Chapter 6, Protected by the Eglain.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Candaith is a good man who has taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. For his sake and our continued friendship with him, I hope that you are worth the risk. We are a simple people who wish to remain apart from society. There are efforts that all must undertake to survive. We will ask you for your assistance to prove that you are worthy. Find and speak with a member of the Eglain in the Forsaken Inn or their camp in Main Endhair. Okay.
Woe to me.
You have toiled long, and we are grateful for all you have done. You appear to have the best intentions toward our people. For this, we will grant you the request that you ask. And that's because I have already done some work by slaying orcs and helping Candaith. And I'm going to be getting an extra boost, 1200 boost, to my Eglain faction right here.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
You have been patient. You must understand that we are a solitary people. We hold our friends dear to us and protect them as we can. Radagast is such a friend, and here at the behest of our leader, to aid us with the terror emerging from a long slumber. He has taken residence in the ruins of Ostgaruth, the place we call home. You are welcome to make the journey to the east. The ruin is north of the Great East Road before the road snakes between the northern and southern swamps. Seek Radagast within the tower. Perhaps there's a way you can aid him, as he will surely aid you. Let's go ahead, though, and talk to Bingo. Well, there we go. Let's talk to Bingo real quick. The Two Taverns.
I cannot imagine a more different common room than the ponies.
This one is oppressive and unwelcoming, for certain. It may just be as well, for the revelry and merriment of Bree's renowned pony threatened to stall my journey there for good.
This is a still and silent crowd, except for those two.
Milo was a friendly fellow, and I hope he was not upset by our hasty departure. But it's important not to stay in comfort for too long or the whole journey will be endangered. I said that this was a dark and dreary place, but look at those two over in the corner. They seem to be colorful characters and do not fit in with the rest of the assemblage. Let us see what has gotten them so worked up, shall we? They must have just appeared.
It's always a pleasure to speak with admirers.
Hello, dear. Can I help you with something? Unless... You must have heard my name and desired to hear more of my exploits. It's always a pleasure to speak with admirers. I was just telling Haley here one of my greatest finds, and she was held in rapt attention, as no doubt you would be as well. A quick glance at Haley Meadowsweet proves that this may not have entirely been the case. Yes, I am the great Theodore Gorse, Master Treasure Seeker and Wanderer of the Wildlands. If there is treasure to be found in hidden places of the world, I have already been there and found it. My deeds are extensive and well documented, and my virtues similarly well known. I am so accomplished in this field that only one thing remains for me. To retire. Well, that's nice to know. What does Haley have to say, who's just a simple herb collector?
Theodore claims to be a master treasure seeker, loudly and often.
And he will do so at great length to anyone who will listen. Sadly, that appears to be me for the moment. Anyone can claim to be a great seeker of treasure. In point of fact, anyone can do the seeking. It is the finding that separates those with actual accomplishments from the pretenders. So let's see what Bingo has to say.
I have had a great idea. Theodore could train me to become a treasure seeker.
That sounds very exciting and could make for a promising entry in the account of my adventure. I had a great idea. Will you ask if Theodore will train me how to be a treasure seeker? It has occurred to me that so far much of my manuscript involves spending time in taverns, and becoming a treasure seeker will get us out into the wildlands. It will also make for better reading, that is for certain, so will you please ask him for me? Okay.
What's that? Your hobbit friend wants to become a treasure seeker?
I would love to teach him, but alas, it is not something that can be easily taught. If he does not have the natural proclivity for such adventures, he will be resistant to any training that I might give him. Also, I am about to retire and intend to spend my life regaling Haley here with my tales of adventuring and of my interesting and eventful life, so I would appreciate being left alone to do so. Theodore thinks for a moment and then speaks apologetically. I do not mean to be so brusque. Here, take this riddle. It is apparently a clue to a treasure somewhere in the Lowlands, a treasure I have never found. If the two of you can solve this riddle and find the treasure, perhaps I will be able to teach the both of you something after all. Good luck to you, and goodbye. Theodore hands you a small parchment with a riddle on it. Okay, so let's look at the riddle. The torrent flows, blanketed in the shadow of only morning. A sentinel stares from on high, only he still watches. The red squirrel once dared the climb, but time fells all. I have no clue on that one. And by the way, a lot of these... Oh, here. Well, Falster actually has a completed quest. By the way, here's a good example. If you look at this ring here, see how it's on the side and it's kind of pulsing? That shows that you have a completed quest to turn in. The solid gold ring shows that he has quests or multiple quests available for you to pick up. So let's go ahead and talk to Falster the Fox and turn in the quest that I have. I'm not sure which one it is. It might be Forsaken and Forlorn. Nope. Destination Lowlands.
What can I do for you?
Some come to these lands because they are shunned. Others to simply pass through. Some folk like me are here at the behest of others with nothing more than profit on their mind. Which ilk are you? Okay. That was Destination Lowlands was the... There's a kind of a meandering quest that kind of takes you from zone to zone in the game, and that was the quest that did that. Now, most of these quests are here to gain faction with the Eglain. You'll notice, I'll pick up the first one, the Greater Theft.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
This one here gives you faction with the Eglain, and, but we'll go ahead and do this one. I am Gadrick Muntz, a member of the Eglain. I trade artifacts found in the lowlands to collectors in Bree in return for food and other necessities. Until recently, our trade has been brisk, but darkness has come to these lands, and our people, the Eglain, face starvation and deal with murder. Goblins have crept into the lowlands and have made trade difficult. They attacked us, murdering many of our number and seized many of our trade goods. Ruins of ancient Arnor overlook a large valley to the southeast of the Forsaken Inn. Minas Erial, that place is called. It was long dear to my people. Would you go there and retrieve our trade bundles from the crates that remain and return them to me? The crates are all that remain of our last collection. Okay. And a bounty for goblin scabbards.
I don't know if you can help me.
And this is also a common quest that you'll find in multiple zones. It is a repeatable quest. And what it is you, in this case, you will get a bunch of the items that you need for increasing chances of critical success in various trade skills, along with a scroll of in this case, journeyman of your appropriate class. So I could take Tailor or I could take Scholar. Those are the two that I have. My charge is clear. Revisit a measured vengeance upon the goblins. Still, I feel this is not enough. The goblins are responsible for the deaths of many, and I want to revisit upon them what they wrought upon us. I will pay you in trade and recognition among my people if you are willing to assist me in this endeavor. Any goblin from the northeast of this encampment to the depths of Minas Tirith will suffice, as many will carry the proof that I desire. Scabbards. Leather scabbards used to house their murderous daggers. Seek out the goblins in those places and claim their scabbards. Return them to me, and I will see that you receive a fitting reward. 10 scabbards for 700 faction plus these things is much better than most tasks, and this is a repeatable quest. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Hunters become prey.
Might I take a moment of your time?
My people suffered such horrors as wargs tore through the ruins before the lashes of their masters. Ferocious and unyielding, the beasts devoured many members of my tribe, even as they lay dying. The beasts must be punished, and my people must find their strength again. The wargs dwell now amongst the ruins of Minas Tirith, the home they stole from my people. We must humiliate the enemy, take their tails, and show them that they are weak. Hunt down the wargs, collect the tails, and bring them to me so I can see smiles once more upon the faces of those few that remain of my people. Okay. Vengeance for the lost.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Our people suffered an attack that cost many lives, and who knows how many more will be dead of starvation before the year's spent. The goblins must pay for this foul treachery. You carry yourself as one familiar with battle. Would you go to the ruins of Minas Tirith southeast of this inn and destroy the goblins you find there? The Eglain deserve vengeance. Okay, I can do that. Let's see what Foster the Fox has.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Falster's request. I make up my living trading with the patrons of the Forsaken Inn, or rather I used to until the goblins arrived. Their presence strikes fear into my suppliers and has made trade impossible. Sadly, that doesn't remove my obligation to Ollie Redbrush, my employer in Freetown. A vale beneath the ruins of Minas Tirith, southeast of the Forsaken Inn, contains the coins and heirlooms that I need, and more. Wolves inhabit the valley, and Ollie may forgive the delay if I include some pristine wolf teeth with the shipment. If you assist me in collecting these curiosities, I will show that you are paid for the favor. Make your way to the valley beneath Minas Tirith and obtain the coins, heirlooms, and wolf teeth for me. I can do that. And here's Anlaf the Forlorn. We'll go ahead and wait a minute and I'll talk to him. I gotta get something to drink. Okay. Forsaken and forlorn.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
More strangers passing through. No? Well, if you aim on staying, you might want to find a nice parcel on the floor to take up. Then it's dangerously close to full for some reason. I'm not complaining. Coin is coin. Even if there is little to spend it on in these parts. That's good. Now, that Inn of the Forsaken, that is a small fellowship quest I have never been able to complete. For some reason, it's a very difficult quest. You can see it's a small fellowship. And I've just not been able to complete it. I'm not going to try it again because I don't need frustration right now. But it's a small fellowship quest, which means it's usually designed for 3 people. But I will go ahead and do the missing supply cart, though.
I don't know if you can help me.
Good day, Hunter. What do you need? Did I summon ye? Anyways, it doesn't matter. My supplies have not come back from Bree. I sent out a cart a week ago or earlier. I'm not sure anymore. But I did send a cart, I know that. Now where is it? Tell me that. The cart was traveling west toward Bree and it should have come back by now. I want to know what happened to my supplies I sent and to the cart's driver. I hope it wasn't the goblins. There are so many of them here now. Will you help me? Will you travel west towards Bree, search both north and south, and bring me any news you discover? I can do that. And Canadak has some quests here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I will tell you my troubles, traveler, and see if you can lend me some assistance. The Munces supply me with pottery and other trinkets they found throughout the ruins of the lowlands. They count themselves folk of these lands, these Ziglain, and they depend on such trade for their livelihood. Now, goblins have overrun the ruins where they are accustomed to gathering the pieces. What the... Okay, 1 second here. Okay. They cannot collect the pottery shards that require, and find my deliveries impossible to fulfill. If I cannot send delivery of pottery to Miss Sandhaven and Tanabri, I will not be paid. There's a valley beneath the ruins of Minas Ariel, southeast of the Forsaken Inn, where wolves have been known to prowl. There may be some scattered bits of pottery there, and perhaps some whole pieces as well. If you can bring me some, I will see you are paid for your efforts. But do be careful. The lowlands never cease to be dangerous, especially in these troubled times. And I know that Levia has a number of quests that are also like the other one that I got earlier.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but
yes.
Will you help me?
This one, she wants goblin talbards. I'm not just a server and maid here at the Forsaken Inn. I'm also a fair hand with the needle and thread. And at the moment, Andolph has me making a special treat for the goblins of Annulus. I've been trying to finish this terrible little scarecrow for weeks, but there are none here willing to risk their lives against the goblins to bring me what I need to complete it. I have all the pieces I need except cloth from enough goblin tabards to complete the scarecrow. If you are willing, go to the ruins of Minas Ariel to the southeast or to the plains of Annulus and bring me some tabards from the goblins there, so I can finish this dreadful thing. And Aranora has 3 more quests. We'll go ahead and pick them up. Blankets from the Baying Wolves.
Might I take a moment of your time?
There are too many travelers even through this remote land, and the nearest water sits foul and stagnant. We have the well, of course, but the water is rationed among all the guests and does not go as far as it might. Blankets need making and mending, and there are no better hides to be found than those of the wolves. The hide of a warg is too coarse, but a wolf's fur can be made soft with a comb. If you have the time and a good heart, I would ask for your assistance. You'll not see me stomping through the brush to get the wolves as deadly as they are. There are a few places you may want to look for wolves with the proper hives. Wolves creep among the ruins of Minas Ariel to the south, though that place is also crawling with wargs and goblins. Wolves hunt too among the weather hills to the east and north. Finally, you could travel even further north, but the Midgewater Pass is dangerous and full of even worse things than wolves. When you have the wolf hives, return to me and I will see that you are rewarded. By hoof and crook.
I don't know if you can help me.
Old Mugwort does the cooking around here, though he has been in the wild for weeks, but I have some recipes of my own that tickle the fancy of some of the guests. So much that they have brought out all of my latest fare. A recent commotion ran off our modest herd of swine, and I need more pork. I need boar feet and leg bones, though I'll not share with you all of my recipe. I will tell you that the marrow from the bones gives the soaked feet a richer taste. Once you pull the fur away and cure the feet with salt, you're in for a tasty treat. You should find the boars in the surrounding area north and east among the weather hills, but be careful though. Not every foot is good for eating. And lastly, fluffing the pillows.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Ever since Gadrick Munch showed up, I've had no rest. Normally, we see no guests for months on end, but the glut of guests here has me stretched to my limit. Adolf is under great strain and takes his worries out on me, driving harder to see that the chambers are cared for, the workers watched, and the guests fed. I'm just not able to do it all. One thing that still needs to be done is the replacing of the pillows. All the stuffing's gone missing with the use they are getting, and I need to get the fluff back into them. We don't have the luxury of ducks, but the crebanes circling about to the north might do in a pinch. There are plenty of the troublesome thorn talon and sharp-eyed crebane lurking about. Bring me some of the feathers, and I'll pay you for your trouble. The birds circle often over the vales surrounding Weathertop and the summit of the Great Hill. Okay. So I have a bunch of things to do to keep me busy. Looks like I pretty much got everything here. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Yeah, most of it is over here. The one that's over here is also repeated over here, so it looks like to the north and the south. Here's south is southeast in that direction is Minas Ariel. So we'll start down there and see how many quests I can knock out down there. Oh, I picked up a quest item. A polished pendant. The pendant sparkles in the sun. This is no goblin-made item. The craft is too symmetrical and clean. Someone has recently lost it. Perhaps Candate, there's someone with the Forsaken Inn, knows something of this object. Okay. What's nice is I've got the option to complete multiple quests at the same time. And over here is Minas Ariel. Don't believe I have the campsite fire yet. No, that's in a few levels. Ooh, ancient pottery shards. I was looking for that. There you are. I see you. Found you that time. But here are some of those ancient pottery shards that people are looking for. lot of these kills are putting up multiple quests. Can I get up here? 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 Come on, let me up. Nope. Nope, not letting me up. Okay. There we go. That's how you get up there. That was nice as I'm also picking up some medium hide. Excuse me. Looks like I'm near some spiders, too. Remove quests as they get completed. Spider Slayer deed. We'll need a few more wolves. I can't loot them. Yeah, I cannot take them. Okay, I can remove that quest. Alright, let's go ahead and move into the ruins and start taking out some of the goblins. Oh, that was smart. Let's try that again. There we go. Looks like I need a couple more wargs, so we'll go ahead and pick them up while I'm here. Since it seems to be the best place to get them. Pick up a couple of spiders toward the spider deed while I'm here. Oh, I already got it. That was the part for Falster's request. Okay. I don't know why the rubbles are still glowing, though. They shouldn't be. And I need 1 or 2 more wargs. There we go. White hand guards, goblin scabbards, goblin tankards, boars, and orcs. Okay. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and head into the rest of Minas Ithil, which is over this way. I do want to check something on my tailor skill. No, I mean my forester skill. Getting a whole bunch of that stuff, so we'll sell it. So now we're getting into where the goblins and the orcs are. And there's one of the 10 trade bundles that I need. Looks like there's somebody else that's also in here working on their quest too, so I'm trying my best not to take things away from them, let them complete their quest as well. And that's my last trade bundle right there. There we go. Ooh, this will be interesting. Let's see how well I do. That quest is done. And that quest is done. And double check, make sure. There we go. Those are all the remaining quests that I have. Alright, so where do I need to go from here? Nope, we need to head this way. Okay. Ow. That hurt. Owie. You hurt my little finger. Okay. Hold on, I do need white hand guards and white hand spear throwers. All right. Let me get someplace semi-safe here, and I'll take a quick break. All right, I need to take a break real quick and take care of something for my partner. I will be back in a couple of minutes. Please stand by. Okay, that did not take long. Let's go ahead and get that off my screen and figure out where the heck I need to go next. We'll go this way. Yeah, I gotta be careful. I keep getting doused in fire, and it doesn't really feel very good. There we go. That time I was the one who got doused in fire. But it's blocking my path. Alright, so there's Lowlands Goblin Slayer. That off my screen. Let me check my tracker here. I need a half-orc bandit and a white-hand thrasher. But nothing that I really need. Alright, there's that quest completed. It looks like I need boars and orc shields. Haven't collected any orc shields yet. I think that's the last boar stuff I need if it'll trigger it. Hopefully this one will give me what I need. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Let's hope you have the last bits of boar stuff that I need. That quest is done? Yep. So now I need orc shields, craven feathers. That is all to the north. For some reason, so some mobs you just can't get the information when you click on them. It's where I hold my mouse over. For some reason, it just doesn't display the information. I've never been able to figure out why, and I've sent bugs in and I've gotten no response. Fugitive ruffians? Ah. Okay, so which way do I need to go now? We need to go this way. Okay. Ah, there's one of the Crabane that I need. And there is also a deed for them, too. I think it's 4080, I want to say. And here are the orc camps, so I can pick up the orc shields down here. There we go. No, I still got the reputation. That's good. That was all I wanted, was a reputation. Weird, I haven't picked up any orc shields yet. Oh, because I gotta head north, that's why. Kind of helps if you're in the right area to get the item you're looking for. That's just a little tip, you know, from someone who's obviously played these games never before, who doesn't know what he's talking about, so. All right. There we go. Now I'm finding the orc shields I'm looking for. Alright, there we go. Those are the orc shields. So now I need 3 more Kraban. And I can find them anywhere here. And then we need to go and find the cart driver. And then that's like 10 or 11 quests that we just completed all in a row. Along with picking up some deeding as well. So that was a very good run. I know there's a few Crabane that usually hang out down here. Right there. And there's that quest. So now we need to go find the missing supply cart, which is... So what we're going to do for that one is we're going to take a quick port back to the Lone Lands, which is right near that milestone right in front of the inn, and then we'll just go ahead and head over to the quest. Destroyed supply cart. The cart has been looted and destroyed. So, we need to find... Ah, there he is. Oh, and there's a Sicklefly Slayer, too. That's Breland Sicklefly Slayer. There's the driver. The driver's been slain, apparently by goblins. And that is the last quest of all of those quests that I just completed. So let's go ahead and head back to the inn, and we'll add a bunch of turn-ins. I'm probably going to gain I'll probably gain a full level from all of this stuff. I'm already up to neutral. 4,300 or 10,000 in neutral, so I'm definitely beginning some faction with the Eglain, because every one of those orc kills and goblin kills adds faction. It's just a few points here and there, but it adds up.
What do you need?
Wolf tails, boar tusks, and orc shields. You're quite the skilled warrior. It may seem a menial task to you, but believe me when I say this much is appreciated. The people here at the inn struggle enough without worrying about the wildlife and evils that are spreading unhindered. Ever since those lights appeared atop Weathertop, we've had one trouble after another, and there isn't a sign of relief in sight. Take this small reward. You've earned it. Let's see. Constable's feathered hat. Just curious, how does it look? No, that's not. No. No, absolutely not. Deputy's helm? No. Let's take a look at the stats, though. 2 agility? No. Bram's ring. Watcher's leggings is light. Alright, so what's the most expensive? 2.
Stay a moment.
You handled yourself very well against the orc, swine, and wolves. I think you may be able to assist my deputy. He headed out to the camp on the far eastern side of Minas Ithil. He was watching over one of the workers there, and the brother of that ornery fellow, Gadrick. If you're interested in helping him out with the tasks I put before him, seek him at the camp on the far eastern edge of Minas Ithil. Okay. But I have a bunch of quests to turn in here. We'll start here with Aranora. The blankets from the baying wolves.
Woe to me.
These are fine furs indeed. I'll cure these and sew a nice batch of new blankets for the guests. I'll thank you for your time. What a bit of coin from my purse. I don't want to give up Taleka. Yeah, I should go through my inventory real quick. There may be a few things I can equip or use. Like a couple of Journeyman Scroll cases. I already know that one, but I don't know that one. 7, no. 10.7. Oh. Almost, yeah. Oh, those are Scholar. I can use those. Simple Celebrant Salve. And Linear Drop. That's a jeweler. We'll save that. No. That's the quest item. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Boom. By hoof and crook.
Woe to me.
Oh, these will do nicely. We can pull the marrow from the bones and wrap the peeled feet in marrow and salt. Add a dash of my secret spices and we'll once again have several helpings of Anoria's boar surprise. You did well. Take these coins as your payment. Well, at least she's giving me pints of Forsaken Ale instead of some of her Boar Surprise. And next level, I'll get the guide to Thorn's Hall.
It's a sorry day.
Is that awful smell coming from these feathers? Oh my, I had never thought that those terrible little birds could give off such a stench. No matter, I suppose. With the cooking that old mugwort does, the stench will fade into the background of the curious smells that haunt the inn in no time. Let's see, her boots. No, her bow? Ooh, her bow, yes. And the earring. Yep, we'll take the bow. And there's Gadrick, who's got 4 quests to turn in. A greater theft.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Your efforts are much appreciated, Hunter. Long ago, my people left the bustle of city life behind, instead of choosing to live our lives here in the place of our ancestors. We took the name Eglain, the Forsaken, and lived here in peace with nature, taking only what the ruins offered to us. There was a peace, and we did not think to fear of it. But then, a ranger and some others crossed the last bridge into the Trollshaws, and evil has spread in their wake. From the north came the goblins and the dwarves and leads with the orcs. Unheard of, but true. From the south, orcs bearing a symbol of a white hand spread into Annulus. All those foes ravaged the land and drove us from the ruins where we once lived in peace. Bounty hunt? Bounty for goblin scabbards.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
You have brought a number of the goblin scabbards to me, friend? Very good. I'm a man of my word and will pay my debt as I promised. These will do well to ease the pain of our losses, and will be used to remind our people that there are still ways to strike out of the evil spreading through these lands. Now, I am curious. How am I on my Journeyman Tailor? Is it right? I really don't think I need either of them. I'm actually working on Expert. Well, a little bit of Journeyman there, so. Hunters become prey.
Woe to me.
This was a fitting end for such vicious creatures as these cruel wargs. My people would be heartened to know they have allies like you in the lowlands. We will find some way to repay our debt to you. Well, let's, the axe? Yeah, I guess. And the cape. Yeah, we'll take the axe. Vengeance for the lost.
It's a sorry day.
Thank you, High Elf. Terror spreads into our homes and we are powerless to stand against these foes. We are not warriors, but gatherers and craftsmen. Many of our tribe are old, sick, or very young, and are not all capable as my brother and I. We were sent to search the lowlands for aid. The ranger to the north is of no use to us. He sits and watches the orcs and the Crabane, even as goblins slay my people here in the south. But you have done much to earn my trust, and I shall speak well of you to my brother. Ooh, a blade with agility and vitality. Yeah, we'll grab the blade. And then he's got the repeatable quest for the goblin scabbards, which I'm not going to worry about, but also my brother Hunluf.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Thus far you have proven true to your word. My judgment, however, is often clouded by my passion, and for this reason I will send you on to my brother. He will know whether you are of true intent. You will find him by following the roadway east to where it begins to rise. There is a vale to the south that will lead to the back side of Minas Iriel. He is encamped there with others. Pass his test. Perhaps you will earn our trust and earn passage to speak with one who knows much of what transpires now in these lands. Okay. And Falster had a
How
quest
can I
for
be
me.
of service?
Ollie will be pleased with these curiosities for certain, and the Wolves Thief shall help sweeten the deal. I must admit, I was not certain you would succeed. The arrival of the goblins has done much to change the nature of my work here in the Lowlands. You've earned this reward, friend, and I hope you find this sufficient. I know that Redbrush will be pleased with this delivery. That's not too bad. We can turn in Levia's quests.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
I have little more to offer you than my thanks. My scarecrow will stand outside the Forsaken Inn as a warning to the goblins of Annulos. They'll think twice when they see we made such a mockery of them. Thank you for all you have done, Hunter. And her quest is repeatable.
I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
And then we'll go ahead and turn in Isaac's quest here. Or Kandak's.
Greetings.
You have my thanks. With these fragments of pottery, I'll be able to continue my trade. I and my customers, such as the vocal Miss Sandheaver, will each be happy. I do fear for the Englain, though. Scavengers they may be, but they have a right to make a living as they see fit. And the increase in danger across the lowland threatens that right. If need be, I could return to Bree and take up my father's axe and become a woodsman. But if we were living here in the unforgiving stretch of the wild, there's no such work to be found. None of those are any good. And that's 15 quests in the Lowlands. So that is the Tales of the Lowland Basic. I don't know if there's an intermediate or advanced. There's also an advanced, so there's another 15 quests. And some points. And additional faction as well. How's my Eglain faction looking now? I've almost out of neutral. Missing supply cart.
It's a sorry day.
What? Goblins attacked my cart? Ugh, this is no good at all. How am I supposed to feed my patrons? This is simply no good at all. Let me think on this. And that is a lot of quests. Whew. Alright, and by looking at the old clock on the wall, it is unfortunately time for me to head out for the day. So I would like to thank everybody very much for joining me. We had a wonderful time. We accomplished a lot today in the Lowlands. The next time I will be streaming Lord of the Rings Online will be this Friday for Fantasy Friday. We'll probably pick up right here, though I may have moved on ahead a little bit before then. And my next scheduled stream... Actually, my next scheduled stream will be this Wednesday for Sci-Fi Wednesday, and I'll be continuing Star Wars The Old Republic. We're working on the Sith Warrior campaign where it's taken a very interesting twist, and I hope you join me for that. But again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. We had a wonderful time and a very good stream today. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you take care of yourselves and be safe, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon.